When I was in Chicago recently, I met with Paul, Chief Information Security Officer of one of the IT companies supporting to multiple financial bank. He took me to 103th floor of Sears Tower in Chicago, which is also known as the Willis Tower, which is a 110-story, 1,451-foot skyscraper in the Loop community area of Chicago in Illinois, United States. When we were seeing from top to the city, it was looking like all other skyscrapers are very small in front of the Sears Tower. Why I am bringing this story here is to relate your day-to-day challenges of cybersecurity with others who has faced in the past can see those security challenges with more mature way to address quickly and confidently, where you may have doubts to know that in given short time frame are you going on the right direction or not. The NIST Cybersecurity Framework, CSF, is a set of guidelines, best practices, and standards developed by the National Institute of Standards and Technology, NIST, to help organizations manage and improve their cybersecurity risk management processes. It provides a structured approach for organizations to assess and enhance their cybersecurity posture, regardless of their industry or size. I strongly believe you are a great security leader or will be one soon. Do you believe in yourself? Here are some reasons why organizations might choose to adopt the NIST CSF. 1. Comprehensive framework. The NIST CSF offers a comprehensive and flexible framework that covers various aspects of cybersecurity, including identifying risks, protecting against threats, detecting incidents, responding to breaches, and recovering from cybersecurity events. 2. Risk-based approach. The framework is built around a risk-based approach to cybersecurity, which means organizations can tailor their cybersecurity efforts to their specific needs and risks. It helps organizations prioritize their resources and efforts where they are most needed. Just to pause for 2 seconds, think and provide your response in comment box that how your current risk management practices are providing near to real-time risk to management. This is to support great information security leaders like you with the global best practices to asset you in case if needed. Also request you to go through till the end of this video. I can assure you, you will get the best of the world-class knowledge and skills to drive your cybersecurity program with more effective way. Also rate CISO's surprise gift is waiting for you at the end of this video, if you watch it completely and subscribe to this channel. 3. Industry recognition. The NIST CSF has gained widespread recognition and adoption across various industries, both in the public and private sectors. This can lead to increased credibility and alignment with industry standards. 4. Alignment with regulations. The framework is designed to align with and complement existing cybersecurity regulations and standards. It can help organizations meet regulatory requirements and demonstrate compliance with cybersecurity guidelines. 5. Communication and collaboration. The NIST CSF provides a common language for discussing and addressing cybersecurity risks within an organization and between different organizations. This facilitates communication, collaboration, and information sharing. 6. Continuous improvement. The framework promotes a cycle of continuous improvement by emphasizing the need to regularly assess and adjust cybersecurity practices based on changes in technology, threats, and the organization's risk landscape. 7. Scalability. The framework can be scaled to fit organizations of varying sizes and complexities. Small businesses and large enterprises can both benefit from adopting and adapting the framework to their specific needs. 8. Flexible implementation. The NIST CSF doesn't prescribe specific technologies or solutions. Instead, it focuses on principles, processes, and outcomes, allowing organizations to choose the tools and technologies that best suit their environment. 9. Risk management integration. The framework integrates well with an organization's overall risk management strategy, helping to align cybersecurity considerations with broader business goals. 10. Guidance for improving cybersecurity maturity. The NIST CSF provides a structure for assessing an organization's cybersecurity maturity and identifying areas for improvement over time. It's worth noting that while the NIST CSF offers many benefits, organizations should evaluate their specific needs and goals when considering its adoption. It might be suitable for organizations seeking a flexible and adaptable framework to enhance their cybersecurity practices while also aligning with industry standards and regulations. Before going to next step, reminding you that you don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay updated on your upcoming information security videos, which are posted on regular basis with hard efforts specially for you. Stay ahead of the curve and fortify your skills. Now move to next step. Implementing the NIST CSF, National Institute of Standards and Technology Cybersecurity Framework, offers a wide range of benefits for organizations seeking to enhance their cybersecurity practices and protect their digital assets. Here are some key benefits. 1. Structured approach to cybersecurity. The NIST CSF provides a well-organized and structured approach to managing cybersecurity risks. It offers a framework that organizations can follow to identify, assess, and address cybersecurity threats and vulnerabilities systematically. 2. Risk-based strategy. The framework is built around risk management principles. It helps organizations identify and prioritize cybersecurity risks based on their potential impact and likelihood, allowing for more efficient allocation of resources to address the most critical risks. 3. Customization to organizational needs. The NIST CSF is flexible and adaptable. Organizations can tailor the framework to their specific industry, size, risk profile, and unique cybersecurity requirements. 4. Common language for communication. Implementing the NIST CSF provides organizations with a common language to communicate about cybersecurity matters internally and externally. This facilitates effective communication with stakeholders, partners, regulators, and customers. 5. Enhanced cyber resilience. By following the NIST CSF's guidance, organizations can improve their ability to detect, respond to, and recover from cybersecurity incidents, thereby enhancing their overall cyber resilience. 6. Alignment with business objectives. The framework enables organizations to align their cybersecurity efforts with their overall business objectives. This ensures that cybersecurity measures are supportive of the organization's mission and strategic goals. 7. Compliance and regulatory alignment. The NIST CSF helps organizations meet regulatory requirements and industry standards related to cybersecurity. It provides a framework that aligns with various cybersecurity regulations and can simplify the compliance process. 8. Continuous improvement. The framework encourages a culture of continuous improvement in cybersecurity. Organizations can regularly assess their cybersecurity practices, identify areas for enhancement, and evolve their strategy to stay ahead of emerging threats. 9. Efficient resource allocation. Implementing the NIST CSF assists in prioritizing cybersecurity investments and resource allocation. Organizations can focus resources on areas with the greatest potential impact, optimizing their cybersecurity budget. 10. Better vendor and third-party management. The framework aids in evaluating the cybersecurity practices of vendors and third-party partners. Organizations can use the framework's guidelines to assess the cybersecurity risk associated with external partners. 11. Elevated security posture. Overall, implementing the NIST CSF elevates an organization's security posture. By following the framework's guidelines, organizations can reduce vulnerabilities, mitigate risks, and enhance their ability to prevent, detect, and respond to cyber threats effectively. Incorporating these benefits into your training materials, discussions, or presentations related to NIST CSF implementation can help stakeholders understand the value and significance of adopting this framework within their organization. The NIST CSF, National Institute of Standards and Technology Cybersecurity Framework, implementation tiers are a set of 4 progressive levels that organizations can use to gauge the maturity of their cybersecurity practices and the effectiveness of their implementation of the NIST CSF. These tiers help organizations understand their current state of cybersecurity and guide them towards improving their cybersecurity posture. Each tier represents a different level of sophistication and capability in cybersecurity risk management and mitigation. Here are the 4 NIST CSF implementation tiers. 1. Tier 1 Partial implementation. Organizations at this tier have an ad hoc approach to cybersecurity practices. Their cybersecurity practices are not well defined and often rely on individual efforts rather than a coordinated strategy. There may be limited awareness of cybersecurity risks and a lack of consistent processes for managing them. 2. Tier 2 Risk-informed organizations at this tier have a better understanding of their cybersecurity risks and have started to formalize their approach. They have begun identifying critical assets, assessing risks, and establishing basic controls. However, these practices may not be fully integrated into the organization's overall business strategy. 3. Tier 3 Repeatable organizations at this tier have established formalized processes for managing cybersecurity risks and have integrated these processes into their overall business operations. They regularly assess their cybersecurity practices, make improvements based on lessons learned, and have clear communication channels for cybersecurity matters. 4. Tier 4 Adaptive. Adaptive organizations at this tier have a dynamic and proactive approach to cybersecurity. They continuously monitor their environment, respond to changes in threats and vulnerabilities, and make adjustments to their cybersecurity practices accordingly. Their cybersecurity practices are integrated into their broader enterprise risk management strategy. These tiers are not meant to be seen as a linear progression. Rather, organizations should select the tier that best reflects their current level of maturity and work towards achieving higher tiers based on their goals and resources. The implementation tiers offer a way to measure progress, communicate with stakeholders, and make informed decisions about cybersecurity investments and improvements. When discussing framework implementation tiers, some relevant tags could include NIST CSF tiers, Cybersecurity Maturity, Framework Implementation, Cyber Risk Management, Cybersecurity Assessment, Maturity Model, Cybersecurity Improvement, Security Strategy, Risk Mitigation, Cybersecurity Capability, Implementation Levels, Adaptive Security, Risk-Informed Practices. The NIST CSF, National Institute of Standards and Technology Cybersecurity Framework, consists of 3 core components that work together to provide a structured approach to managing and improving cybersecurity practices within organizations. 1. Core functions. The NIST CSF organizes cybersecurity activities into 5 core functions that encompass various aspects of cybersecurity risk management and mitigation. These functions provide a high-level framework for building a comprehensive cybersecurity strategy. Identify, understand, and manage cybersecurity risks to systems, assets, data, and capabilities. This includes identifying critical assets, establishing risk management processes, and understanding the organization's cybersecurity environment. Protect, implement safeguards to ensure the delivery of critical services and protect against cyber threats. This involves establishing protective measures such as access controls, encryption, and security awareness training. Detect, develop, and implement strategies to identify the occurrence of cybersecurity events. This includes establishing monitoring and detection mechanisms to promptly identify and respond to security incidents. Respond, establish plans and processes to take action in the event of a detected cybersecurity incident. This involves developing incident response procedures, coordinating with relevant stakeholders, and containing and mitigating the impact of incidents. Recover, restore normal operations after a cybersecurity incident and improve systems to prevent future incidents. This includes restoring data and services, conducting lessons learned, and refining incident response plans. 2. Categories. Each core function is further divided into categories that provide specific outcomes that organizations should aim to achieve. These categories help organizations focus their efforts on key areas of cybersecurity within each core function. For example, under the Protect core function, categories might include access control, awareness and training, data security, and more. 3. Subcategories. Subcategories break down the categories into more detailed and actionable tasks or objectives. These subcategories offer practical steps and measures that organizations can take to achieve the desired outcomes. Continuing with the example of the Protect core function, subcategories might include implementing multi-factor authentication, conducting security awareness training, encrypting sensitive data, and so on. Together, these 3 core components provide a structured approach to cybersecurity management, offering organizations the flexibility to adapt the NIST CSF to their specific needs and risk profile. By addressing the core functions, categories, and subcategories, organizations can systematically improve their cybersecurity posture and better protect their assets, data, and operations from cyber threats. The objectives of a course focused on NIST CSF Cybersecurity Framework implementation training would typically include 1. Understanding NIST CSF fundamentals. Provide participants with a clear understanding of the NIST CSF framework, its components, and its purpose in enhancing cybersecurity practices within organizations. 2. Core function understanding. Ensure participants can comprehend the 5 core functions of the NIST CSF: identify, protect, detect, respond, and recover, and their significance in building a comprehensive cybersecurity strategy. 3. Mapping to organizational needs. Teach participants how to map the NIST CSF to their organization's specific needs, risk profile, and business objectives, ensuring that cybersecurity efforts are aligned with overall goals. For risk assessment and management, equip participants with the skills to conduct effective risk assessments, identify potential threats and vulnerabilities, and make informed decisions to manage and mitigate risks. 5. Implementing security controls. Provide practical guidance on implementing security controls and safeguards based on the NIST CSF's categories and subcategories, with an emphasis on practical application. 6. Incident response planning. Help participants develop incident response plans, ensuring they can effectively detect, respond to, and recover from cybersecurity incidents in a timely manner. 7. Security awareness and training. Highlight the importance of ongoing security awareness and training programs to educate employees and stakeholders about cybersecurity best practices and their roles in maintaining a secure environment. 8. Compliance and reporting. Guide participants in understanding how the NIST CSF can aid in compliance with various regulatory standards and reporting requirements, enabling transparent communication with regulators and stakeholders. 9. Continuous improvement. Teach participants the concept of continuous improvement in cybersecurity, emphasizing the need to regularly assess and adapt cybersecurity strategies as threats evolve. 10. Collaboration and communication. Foster the ability to effectively communicate cybersecurity priorities, risks, and strategies across different departments and teams, encouraging a collaborative approach to cybersecurity. 11. Measuring success. Provide participants with the tools to measure the effectiveness of their NIST CSF implementation through key performance indicators, KPIs, and metrics. 12. Key case studies and real-world examples. Incorporate case studies and real-world examples of organizations successfully implementing the NIST CSF to demonstrate practical application and lessons learned. By achieving these objectives, participants should be well-equipped to lead or contribute to the implementation of the NIST CSF within their organizations, enhancing overall cybersecurity practices and resilience against cyber threats. Identifying organizational assets and risks is a crucial step in the NIST CSF, National Institute of Standards and Technology Cybersecurity Framework, implementation process. This process involves understanding the critical assets that an organization relies on, assessing potential vulnerabilities and threats, and determining the potential impact of cybersecurity incidents. Here's how this process works. 1. Asset identification. Data assets identify sensitive data, intellectual property, customer information, financial data, and other critical information that the organization processes and stores. Physical assets identify hardware, servers, networking equipment, and other physical resources that are essential for business operations. Software assets identify software applications, systems, and platforms that are critical for the organization's functioning. 2. Vulnerability assessment. Identify vulnerabilities, identify potential weaknesses in hardware, software, networks, and processes that could be exploited by attackers. Assess systems, evaluate systems for misconfigurations, outdated software, weak access controls, and other vulnerabilities that could be targeted. 3. Threat assessment. Identify threats, identify potential threat actors and sources of cyber threats, such as hackers, malware, insider threats, and more. Assess threat landscape, evaluate the likelihood and potential impact of various threats to the organization's assets. 4. Impact analysis. Determine impact, assess the potential consequences of a cybersecurity incident on the organization's operations, reputation, financial stability, and customer trust. Quantify impact, assign values to different aspects of impact, such as financial losses, downtime, data loss, and legal liabilities. 5. Risk prioritization. Risk scoring, assign risk scores based on the potential impact and likelihood of cybersecurity incidents affecting each asset. Prioritize risks, rank risks based on their scores to determine which vulnerabilities and threats require immediate attention and mitigation. 6. Risk mitigation. Risk mitigation strategies develop strategies to address identified vulnerabilities and threats. This may involve implementing security controls, patches, updates, and access controls. Residual risk. After mitigation efforts, evaluate the remaining risks to determine if they are at an acceptable level or if further measures are needed. 7. Documentation and communication. Asset inventory, maintain an up-to-date inventory of organizational assets, including data, systems, applications, and hardware. Risk register, maintain a risk register that documents identified risks, their scores, mitigation strategies, and responsible parties. Communication. Share information about identified assets and risks with relevant stakeholders, including management, IT teams, and security personnel. The process of identifying organizational assets and risks is iterative and ongoing. It requires collaboration across departments, regular assessments, and adjustments based on changes in the organization's environment and the evolving threat landscape. This process helps organizations make informed decisions about cybersecurity investments, risk mitigation, and incident response planning. Establishing clear roles and responsibilities within an organization is a critical component of effective cybersecurity implementation, including following the NIST CSF, National Institute of Standards and Technology Cybersecurity Framework. This process involves assigning specific tasks and accountability to individuals or teams to ensure that cybersecurity measures are well coordinated and consistently implemented. Here's how it works. 1. Identification of key roles. Identify key roles that are critical for managing and maintaining cybersecurity. These roles may include Chief Information Security Officer, CISO, security analysts, system administrators, incident responders, data owners, etc. 2. Defining responsibilities. Clearly define the responsibilities and tasks associated with each role. This includes tasks related to risk management, vulnerability assessment, incident response, security awareness, compliance, and more. 3. Assigning individuals or teams. Assign qualified individuals or teams to specific roles based on their skills, expertise, and experience. Ensure that each role has a designated responsible party. 4. Role-based access controls. Implement role-based access controls, RBAC, to ensure that individuals have access only to the systems, data, and resources necessary for their roles. This minimizes the risk of unauthorized access. 5. Cross-functional collaboration. Facilitate collaboration between different teams and departments involved in cybersecurity efforts. Cross-functional communication helps in sharing insights, addressing challenges, and aligning goals. 6. Accountability and reporting. Clearly define accountability for each role. Establish reporting mechanisms to track progress, incidents, and compliance with cybersecurity policies. 7. Training and awareness. Ensure that individuals in each role receive appropriate training and awareness programs tailored to their responsibilities. This helps maintain a consistent level of cybersecurity knowledge across the organization. 8. Documentation. Document the roles, responsibilities, and associated tasks in a cybersecurity playbook or policy document. This provides a clear reference for all stakeholders. 9. Regular review and updates. Regularly review and update roles and responsibilities to account for changes in the organization, technology landscape, and emerging threats. 10. Incident response team. Establish a well-defined incident response team with specific roles and responsibilities to handle cybersecurity incidents effectively. 11. Vendor and third-party management. Extend roles and responsibilities to cover vendor and third-party relationships, ensuring that cybersecurity expectations are clearly communicated. By establishing roles and responsibilities within the organization, you create a structured and coordinated approach to cybersecurity. This helps ensure that everyone understands their roles in maintaining a secure environment, responding to incidents, and working towards the organization's overall cybersecurity goals. Setting clear goals and objectives is a crucial step in any cybersecurity initiative, including the implementation of the NIST CSF, National Institute of Standards and Technology Cybersecurity Framework. Goals and objectives provide a strategic direction and focus for cybersecurity efforts, helping organizations achieve measurable outcomes. Here's how to set effective goals and objectives. 1. Identify key focus areas. Identify specific areas within the NIST CSF that align with your organization's needs and priorities. These areas might include risk management, access controls, incident response, etc. 2. Define SMART goals. Make sure your goals are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. SMART. For example, a SMART goal could be to reduce the number of data breaches by 20% within the next 12 months. 3. Align with business objectives. Ensure that your cybersecurity goals align with the overall business objectives and contribute to the organization's success. 4. Quantify metrics. Define specific metrics and measurements that will help you track progress and evaluate the success of your goals. Metrics could include reduced incident response time, increased employee awareness, etc. 5. Prioritize goals. Prioritize your goals based on their potential impact and relevance to your organization's risk profile. Address the most critical areas first. 6. Allocate resources. Allocate the necessary resources, including budget, personnel, and technology, to support the achievement of your goals. 7. Create actionable objectives. Break down each goal into actionable objectives. These are specific steps or milestones that contribute to the accomplishment of the larger goal. 8. Assign responsibility. Assign responsibility for each objective to specific individuals or teams. Clearly communicate who is accountable for driving progress. 9. Monitor progress. Regularly monitor the progress toward achieving your objectives. Use the established metrics to track results and adjust strategies if needed. 10. Celebrate achievements. Celebrate milestones and achievements along the way to keep motivation high and acknowledge the efforts of your team. 11. Adapt and evolve. Be prepared to adapt your goals and objectives based on changes in the threat landscape, technology, and organizational needs. 12. Document and communicate. Document your goals, objectives, and progress in a clear and accessible manner. Communicate them to relevant stakeholders. Setting goals and objectives provides a roadmap for your cybersecurity efforts and helps measure the effectiveness of your NIST CSF implementation. It keeps the focus on achieving tangible outcomes that contribute to a stronger cybersecurity posture and better protection of your organization's assets. Creating a well-structured implementation plan is a crucial step in effectively adopting the NIST CSF, National Institute of Standards and Technology Cybersecurity Framework. An implementation plan outlines the specific actions, timelines, responsibilities, and resources required to successfully integrate the framework into your organization's cybersecurity practices. Here's how to create an effective implementation plan. 1. Assessment and gap analysis. Begin by conducting a comprehensive assessment of your current cybersecurity practices. Identify gaps between your existing practices and the NIST CSF's guidelines. 2. Set clear objectives. Define the specific objectives you aim to achieve through NIST CSF implementation. These objectives should align with your organization's overall cybersecurity goals. 3. Prioritize actions. Based on your assessment, prioritize the NIST CSF functions, categories, and subcategories that need immediate attention and those that can be addressed over time. 4. Create action items. Break down each prioritized area into actionable tasks or action items. Assign these tasks to individuals or teams responsible for their execution. 5. Establish timelines. Set realistic timelines for each action item. Ensure that deadlines are achievable and consider dependencies between tasks. 6. Allocate resources. Identify the resources, including budget, personnel, tools, and training, needed to accomplish each action item. 7. Assign responsibilities. Clearly assign responsibilities for each task to individuals or teams. Ensure that everyone understands their roles in the implementation process. 8. Risk management. Identify potential risks or challenges that could impact the implementation plan. Develop mitigation strategies to address these risks. 9. Communication plan. Outline how you will communicate progress, updates, and changes related to the implementation plan to stakeholders, including management and team members. 10. Measurement and metrics. Define key performance indicators, KPIs, or metrics to measure the progress and success of each action item. These metrics should be aligned with your objectives. 11. Testing and validation. Incorporate testing and validation stages to ensure that the implemented measures align with the desired outcomes and security objectives.
12. Training and awareness.
Include training and awareness initiatives for employees to ensure they understand their roles in maintaining cybersecurity according to the NIST CSF.
13. Documentation. Document the entire implementation plan, including objectives, action items, timelines, responsibilities, resources, and metrics. 14. Review and adaptation. Schedule regular reviews of the implementation plan to track progress and adjust strategies based on changing circumstances or new threats. 15. Review by stakeholders.
Share the implementation plan with relevant stakeholders for feedback and buy-in before moving forward. Creating a comprehensive implementation plan ensures that your organization follows a systematic approach to adopting the NIST CSF and enhances cybersecurity practices in a structured and measurable manner.
Hey there! If you've watched part 1 of our NIST CSF series, we'd love to hear from you. Your thoughts and ideas are really important to us. Great leaders like yourself always share their insights to help others in the community. If you enjoyed the video and are excited for more content, part 2, 3, and 4, show some love by liking and commenting below. We're all about making things better, and that's why we follow the PDCA cycle: plan, do, check, and act. Our videos are designed with this in mind, to help you grow and succeed in your career journey. Got questions or specific topics you want to dive into? Drop a comment, and we'll get back to you quickly. Join the Rate CISO community today and let's work together to boost your career growth. Don't miss out, hit that subscribe button. We promise you'll have an amazing mentor guiding you throughout your career journey. We're eager to hear your thoughts, likes, and comments. Let's go! Also, we have posted other videos link in the comment which we feel would be relevant for you. Have a look. Have a great day ahead. Next time I will also share my story of New York with you.